Welcome to Speakeasy English Podcast, where English becomes simple.
I'm Kate, and I want to ask you something very important. Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you study English alone, your progress is invisible? You repeat words, watch videos, listen to podcasts, but when it's time to speak, your mind just freezes? I know exactly how that feels. That moment when you understand everything in your head, but your tongue refuses to move. When you feel like everyone else is improving faster than you. It's frustrating, it's lonely, and it makes you doubt yourself. But here's the truth. You don't need a classroom to become fluent, you just need the right mindset and daily strategy. You can transform your English, your confidence, and your life, even when you're studying alone. In this lesson, I'm going to show you exactly how. You'll learn how to practice alone like a native speaker through real-life shadowing, deep listening, and confidence training. And if you believe, this is your moment to finally grow. Comment below right now. I'm ready. Kate, let's do this together. Because today, we begin your next level of English fluency. When you study alone, the silence can feel heavy. No one is correcting you. No one is telling you, good job. And sometimes, that silence starts to sound like doubt. You think, maybe my pronunciation is terrible. Maybe I'll never be fluent. Maybe I'm wasting my time. But you're not. That silence, the one that scares you, is actually your most powerful teacher. Let me tell you something from my own journey. When I was living abroad for the first time, I didn't have anyone to practice English with. There were no study groups, no teachers around me, just me. And that was the moment everything changed. I began to speak to myself every day, describing what I was doing, thinking in English while walking, cooking, even brushing my teeth. At first, it felt strange, even a little embarrassing. But soon, something incredible happened. I started to think in English naturally. That's when I realized, you don't learn English by waiting for someone to talk to you. You learn when you decide to talk to yourself, out loud, every single day. So from now on, I want you to see your alone time not as a problem, but as your greatest advantage. Because that's where real fluency begins, in those quiet moments when it's just you and your determination. Tip 1. Read aloud with shadowing practice. First secret to improving your English alone is simple. Read aloud. I know it sounds basic, but reading out loud is one of the most powerful ways to train your mouth, your brain, and your confidence all at once. When you open your mouth and speak what you read, you are teaching your brain how to connect sound to meaning. You stop being a silent learner and become an active speaker. Let's practice together. Say this sentence with me. I'm learning to use my voice with confidence. Repeat slowly. I am learning to use my voice with confidence. Now naturally, I'm learning to use my voice with confidence. Excellent. When you read aloud every day, 3 magical things happen. 1. Your pronunciation improves because you start to hear yourself. 2. Your memory becomes stronger. Hearing your own voice helps your brain store words faster. 3. Your confidence grows because each time you speak out loud, fear disappears a little more. So tomorrow morning, pick any short English text, a story, a quote, even this script, and read it out loud. Not silently, not shyly, with your full voice, your English voice. That's how fluency begins. Tip 2. Listening and shadowing practice. Second step is listening and shadowing what you hear. When you listen actively, you train your ears to understand rhythm, tone, and emotion, the real heartbeat of English. But when you listen and repeat, when you shadow, you're doing something much deeper. You're rewiring your brain to think and respond in English automatically. Let's do a quick example together. Listen and repeat after me. I'm training my ears to understand English clearly. Repeat slowly. I am training my ears to understand English clearly. Now naturally. I'm training my ears to understand English clearly. Perfect. Now, here's the secret to making listening powerful. Don't just listen passively. Don't just play videos in the background. Instead, choose one voice like mine and follow it like music. Repeat what you hear. Imitate the sounds, the pauses, the emotion. This is how children learn their first language, not by reading grammar books, but by hearing, imitating, and repeating until it becomes natural. So today, I want you to spend at least 10 minutes just listening and shadowing. Use a podcast, a YouTube video, or one of my lessons. Pause, repeat, feel the words. Little by little, your ear will open. And one day, you'll realize you're understanding everything without subtitles. Tip 3. Write daily. Train your mind to think in English. Know that your mouth and ears are practicing. It's time to train the most powerful part of your English, your mind. The third step is to write daily, every single day. I know it can sound tiring, but writing daily doesn't mean writing a long essay or a perfect diary. It means expressing your thoughts in English, even if it's just 2 or 3 sentences. Let's try one together. I'm learning something new every day. Repeat slowly. I am learning something new every day. Now naturally, I'm learning something new every day. Beautiful. When you write, you're doing 3 things at once. 1. You organize your thoughts in English. To write, you must think. And when you think in English, you stop translating. 2. You discover your mistakes. When you see your ideas on paper, you notice patterns, words you overuse, structures you can improve. 3. You build your English memory. Because writing by hand activates your brain differently. It's like engraving English into your long-term memory. Here's what I do and what I want you to do too. Get a small notebook, call it your English journal. Each morning or before bed, write a few sentences. For example, today I practiced shadowing for 10 minutes. I felt proud of myself. English is becoming easier for me. When you read your old notes weeks later, you'll see your own progress written in your new language. Tip 4. Record yourself and listen back now. This one might make you feel a little uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it's one of the most powerful exercises you can do. Record yourself. Then, listen to your own voice in English. Most English learners avoid this step because they're afraid of hearing themselves. But that fear? That's exactly where growth happens. Let's practice with a line you can record right after this video. I'm not afraid to hear my English voice anymore. Repeat slowly. I am not afraid to hear my English voice anymore. Now naturally, I'm not afraid to hear my English voice anymore. Perfect. Here's why recording yourself works like magic. 1. You hear mistakes that you can't catch while speaking. When you're talking, your brain is busy forming sentences, but when you listen back, you can truly hear your pronunciation, rhythm, and clarity. 2. You become your own teacher. You start noticing patterns, words you mispronounce, sounds you skip, and then you naturally begin to fix them. 3. You build unstoppable confidence. The more you listen to your own English voice, the more familiar it becomes, until it no longer feels strange. That's when anxiety disappears and fluency begins. So here's your challenge. Today, record a 30-second audio about your day. Then listen to it twice. First, just to hear. Second, to write down one thing you want to improve. That's how professionals Train not by being perfect, but by being aware and consistent. Tip 5. Shadowing plus real conversations. Speak naturally. Know that you've learned to listen and record yourself. It's time for one of my favorite parts, real speaking practice through shadowing. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating everything they say immediately, like an echo. It's the secret tool that actors, interpreters, and even language masters use to sound natural and confident. Let's try one right now. Listen carefully and repeat after me. I'm improving my English every time I speak. Repeat slowly. I am improving my English every time I speak. Now naturally, I'm improving my English every time I speak. Excellent. When you shadow, don't focus only on the words, focus on how they are said, the rhythm, the emotion, the pauses, because English is not just vocabulary, it's music. And when you learn to play that rhythm, you start sounding fluent. Here's a simple routine I use and I recommend to you. Step 1. Choose a short audio, 1 or 2 minutes, maybe from your favorite video or podcast. Step 2. Listen once, just to understand. Step 3. Listen again and repeat immediately after each line. Step 4. Watch yourself in a mirror or record your shadowing session. This daily habit will completely change the way you sound. You'll stop translating. You'll start feeling English. And remember, it's okay if you make mistakes. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progress. So, every night before bed, spend 5 minutes shadowing. Repeat what you hear. Speak confidently even if you're alone. You'll be amazed at how fast your English begins to flow. Tip 6. Build daily English habits. Make English part of your life. You've practiced listening, writing, speaking, and shadowing. Now it's time to connect everything and make English a habit. Because habits are what turn effort into results. Let's start with a simple truth. You don't need more time. You need more consistency. Even 10 minutes a day done every day will take you further than studying for hours once a week. Repeat after me. I practice English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Repeat slowly. I practice English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Now naturally, I practice English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Beautiful. Now here's how you build your daily English habit. Morning routine. Start your day with English. Listen to a short podcast or a video while you're getting ready. You don't need full focus, just let English flow into your morning. This will wake up your brain in English mode. During the day, one small moment, maybe your lunch break or while waiting for the bus, to review your flashcards or shadow one short phrase. Keep your English notebook with you. Write a small note like, "Today I learned a new expression." Take your time. Night routine. Before sleeping, take 5 minutes to review what you learned. Read your journal entry aloud. Record your voice saying one sentence that describes your day. Then, listen softly as you fall asleep. Let English be the last sound you hear at night, because every small action, reading, listening, speaking, writing, is like adding a drop of water into a glass. One drop seems small, but day after day, the glass fills. And one day, you'll look back and realize you've become fluent, naturally, confidently, beautifully. Repeat after me. I'm building my English future, one habit at a time, slowly. I am building my English future, one habit at a time. Now naturally, I'm building my English future, one habit at a time. Tip 7. Think in English, stop translating and start living the language. This next part, my friend, is where everything changes. Because fluency doesn't come from knowing thousands of words, it comes from thinking in English. When you stop translating from your native language, English becomes a part of who you are. That's when you begin to live the language, not just learn it. Repeat after me. I don't translate, I think in English. Slowly. I don't translate, I think in English. Now naturally. I don't translate, I think in English. Excellent. Let's go deeper. When you translate, your brain takes a detour. You think in your native language first, then you try to find the English version. It's slow, it's tiring, and it breaks your confidence. But when you think directly in English, your thoughts and your words move together naturally, fluently, confidently. So, how do you train your brain to think in English? Here's a simple 3-step system. Step 1. Name what you see wherever you are. Describe your surroundings in English silently or aloud. For example, you're in your kitchen. I'm making coffee. The cup is on the table. The coffee smells amazing. You don't need perfect grammar, just practice thinking in English sentences. Step 2. Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself. When you're alone, imagine small conversations. What should I do next? I'm going to study for 20 minutes. Then I'll call my friend. This creates an English inner voice. Your mind begins to speak back to you in English. Step 3. Write without translating when journaling. Don't think in your native language first. Start directly in English, even if it's simple. Your brain will begin forming sentences naturally. And that's exactly what fluent speakers do. Let's practice one more line. English is not something I study, it's something I live. Slowly. English is not something I study, it's something I live. Now naturally. English is not something I study, it's something I live. That's the mindset of every confident speaker. That's the moment English stops being a school subject and becomes your second nature. Tip 8. Create real English experiences. Immerse yourself without traveling. You don't need to live in London or New York to immerse yourself in English. You can create your own English world right where you are. Let me tell you something important. Fluency grows where English lives, not where it's only studied. So, if you make English part of your real life, your progress will multiply faster than you ever imagined. Repeat after me. I live in my own English world every day. Slowly. I live in my own English world every day. Now naturally. I live in my own English world every day. Perfect. Here's how you can build that world step by step. Step 1. Change your environment. Turn your phone and apps to English. Read your notifications in English. When you search for something online, search it in English. Let English surround you just like air. Every small exposure trains your brain to see English as normal, not foreign. Step 2. Consume real English. Watch movies, podcasts, and YouTube videos, but not just for fun. Pay attention to expressions, tone, and pronunciation. Pause and repeat what you hear. Use the shadowing method you learned earlier. Here's a phrase to practice. I understand more every day. Slowly. I understand more every day. Now naturally. I understand more every day. Step 3. Connect with real people. Join online groups, comment on videos, or find language partners. You don't need perfect English, you just need to try. Start conversations, ask questions, respond to others. You'll see that real learning happens not in books but in moments of connection. Fluency grows through emotion, conversation, and confidence. Step 4. Think and speak English all day. When you cook, think in English. When you clean, describe what you're doing in English. When you walk outside, narrate your thoughts in English. It's not about perfection, it's about exposure. You are training your brain to live in the language. Repeat this line with me. I'm not waiting to travel, I'm living in English right now. Slowly. I am not waiting to travel. I am living in English right now. Now, naturally. I'm not waiting to travel, I'm living in English right now. And remember, you can do this anywhere. You don't need to leave your country. All you need is commitment, curiosity, and courage. When you bring English into your daily world, you'll stop being a student and start being a speaker. Tip 9. Motivation, mindset, and confidence. The secret to never giving up. Let me tell you something, my friend. The real secret to learning English is not just grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. It's your mindset. You see, the students who truly become fluent are not the ones who study the most. They're the ones who never give up. They fall, they fail, they get frustrated, but they stand up again. Every single time. Repeat after me. I never give up on my English dream. Slowly. I never give up on my English dream. Now, naturally. I never give up on my English dream. Excellent. Let's talk about your mindset. Fluency starts in the mind before it shows in your speech. If you constantly tell yourself, I can't do this, your brain believes you. But if you tell yourself, I'm improving every day, your brain also believes that and starts to make it true. You become what you think. So, choose thoughts that make you grow. When you speak to yourself kindly, your confidence blooms like a flower. The power of positive practice. Every time you practice English, even for 10 minutes, remind yourself, this moment is not small. This is my future. Repeat this line. This moment is not small. This is my future. Slowly. This moment is not small. This is my future. Now, naturally, this moment is not small. This is my future. Beautiful. Don't compare, connect. Stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone's English journey is different, but all are beautiful. Some learn fast, some learn slowly, but all who stay consistent reach fluency. Instead of comparing, connect. Share your progress. Comment on others' success. Build the community that keeps you strong. Remember what we said before? It takes a village. And you are part of that village, the Speakeasy English family. Confidence through action. Confidence doesn't appear from nowhere, it comes from doing. The more you speak, write, listen, and shadow, the more natural English becomes and the less fear you'll feel. Repeat this phrase. Every time I speak English, I grow stronger. Slowly. Every time I speak English, I grow stronger. Now, naturally. Every time I speak English, I grow stronger. Yes, you do. Confidence is built in motion, not in perfection. Final thought for this part: be proud of every small step, every new word, every sentence you repeat, every mistake you correct, because those small moments, they are your story. The story of how you turned your dream of speaking English into your reality. You've made it to the end of this lesson, and that means something powerful. It means you're not just studying English, you're living it. Let's take a deep breath together. Because right now, this exact moment, you are growing. You are transforming your voice, your mind, and your confidence. And I want you to remember something very important. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. Fluency doesn't come from never making mistakes, it comes from never stopping after making them. Repeat this with me. I am not perfect, but I am improving. Slowly. I am not perfect, but I am improving. Now, naturally. I am not perfect, but I am improving. Beautiful. You're not alone. Even if you study alone at home, you are part of something bigger, a global family of learners. Every time you repeat a sentence, someone else in another country is doing the same. You are connected through the rhythm of learning, through the dream of speaking English fluently and freely. You are part of this Speaky English community, where learning is not just about words, but about courage, consistency, and heart. I, Kate, promise that as long as you're here, I'll keep creating lessons that help you grow slowly, naturally, and confidently. But I need your help too. If you believe this video has helped you, please leave a comment and tell me how you practice English alone. Your story will inspire others, just like this lesson inspired you. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss another practice session. Let's keep learning together, one word, one sentence, one story at a time. Final shadowing practice. Repeat this final affirmation with me. I am confident. I am improving. I am part of this English family. Slowly. I am confident. I am improving. I am part of this English family. Now naturally. I am confident. I am improving. I am part of this English family. And no matter where you are in your English journey, keep going. Even small practice creates big change. Even quiet moments create confident voices. You're doing better than you think. And your future English speaking self is already proud of you. I'm Kate, and I'll see you in the next lesson where we'll keep learning, speaking, and growing together.